Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another day of finding hope through faith with your host, Daniel. We're still in Numbers. It is a rather long book in the Bible, but we're going to kind of skip around in it because it looks like it's all about, it just has the same information, just kind of like a little bit different, but a lot of the same information. Anyway, so I'm glad you guys are here with me. Hope the week is going well. My week is going pretty good so far, and just kind of give an update and everything. So it's kind of helping. I'm hoping to find more information that could be more positive about what's going on in this book, but I'm still optimistic, if you will. But anyway, thank you for coming to see me. Let's get to it. It's gonna be a shorter video today, but let's get to it. All right. On the 20th day of the second month in the second year since leaving Egypt, the cloud of the Lord's presence was lifted from over the tabernacle of testimony. And the Israelites set out on their journey from the wilderness of Sinai, and the cloud of the Lord's guiding presence settled down in the wilderness of Paran. I'm going to say whatever. So they moved out for the first time in accordance with the command of the Lord through Moses. The standard of the camp of the sons of Judah, according to their armies, moved out first. Nahshon, the son of... So, Nahshon was a commander of his army, and Nathaniel, the son of Zor, was commander over the tribal army. And, okay. So, it's basically tells you, and I'm not going to really get into this because it's the same information. Looks like it's just who is over this person. It just tells you. It's basically like a historical account of what it is. All right. Let's keep going. Yeah, it's all these people, all these different, because there was a lot of people there. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Then Moses said to Hobab, the son of Reuel, the Midianite, Moses' father-in-law, we are going to a place for which the Lord said, I will give it to you. Come with us, and we will be good to you, for the Lord has promised good things concerning Israel. But Moses' brother-in-law said to him, I will not go. I will return to my own land and to my family. Then Moses said, Please do not leave us, for you know how we are to camp in the wilderness, and you will serve as eyes for us as we make our trek through the desert. So if you will go with us, it shall be that whatever good the Lord does for us, he will do the same for you. So they set out from the mountain of the Lord, and that's Sinai, 3 days' journey, and the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord went in front of them during the 3 days' journey to seek out a resting place for them. The cloud of the Lord was over them by day when they set out from the camp. Whenever the ark set out, Moses said, Rise up, O Lord, let your enemies be scattered, and let those who hate you flee before you. And when the ark rested, Moses said, Return, O Lord, to the myriad thousands of Israel. Now the people became like those who complained and whine about their hardship. And the Lord heard it. And when the Lord heard it, his anger was kindled. And the fire of the Lord burned among them and devoured those in the outlying parts of the camp. So the people cried out to Moses. And when Moses prayed to the Lord, the fire died out. He named that place the place of burning, Taberah, because the fire of the Lord burned among them. The rabble among them who followed Israel from Egypt had greedy desires for familiar and delicious food. And the Israelites wept again and said, Who will give us meat to eat? We remember the flesh we ate freely and without cost in Egypt, the cucumbers, melons, leeks, onions, and garlic. But now our appetite is gone. There is nothing at all in the way of food to be seen but this manna. The manna was like the coriander seed. It looked like, tell them? Sure. The people went about and gathered it, and ground it in mills, or beat it with mortars, and boiled it in pots. They made cakes with it, and it tasted like cakes baked with fresh olive oil. I mean, this is what I'm seeing. He's never not going to give you what you need. He's also wants you to be healthy and prosper. Why would he give you food that tastes bad so you don't eat it? Doesn't make sense. When the dew fell on the camp at night, the manna fell with it. Now Moses heard the people weeping in self-pity throughout their families, every man at the doorway of his tent. And the anger of the Lord blazed hotly, and Moses regarded their behavior as evil. So Moses said to the Lord, "Why have you been so hard on your servant? And why have I not found favor in your sight? You have placed the burden of all these people on me. Was it I who conceived all those people? Was it I who brought them forth? That you shall say to me, carry them in your arms as a nurse carries a nursing infant to the land which you swore to their fathers? Where am I to get meat to give to all these people? For they weep before me and say, give us meat so that we may eat. I am not able to carry all these people alone, because the burden is too heavy for me. So if this is the way you are going to deal with me, please kill me at once." That's rough. "If I have found favor in your sight, and do not let me see my wretchedness. Accordingly, the Lord told Moses, gather for me 70 men from among the elders of Israel, whom you know to be the elders of the people, and their officers. Bring them to the tent of meeting, and let them stand there with you. Then I will come down and speak with you there, and I will take away some of the Spirit who is upon you, and will put him upon them. And they shall bear the burden of the people with you, so that you will not have to bear it all alone." So instead of giving them meat, which I guess, it's the old saying is, give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. So maybe this is the same thing, but he later says we need meat, or they want meat, right? So I don't know. Maybe it's like you don't need meat. Whatever you have is fine. "Say to the people, consecrate yourselves for tomorrow, and you shall eat meat. For you have wept in self-pity in the ears of the Lord, saying, who will give us meat to eat? For we were well off in Egypt. Therefore the Lord will give you meat, and you shall eat. You shall eat not 1 day, nor 2 days, nor 5, nor 10, nor 20, but a whole month, until it comes out of your nostrils and is disgusting to you, because you have rejected and despised the Lord who is among you, and have wept in self-pity before him, saying, why did we come out of Egypt?" Well, I would say that's just like people that we love self-detriment. We can't ever just be happy. We always got to look for something that we don't have. And this is a good example of that. But Moses said, "The people among who I am are 600,000 fighting men on foot, besides all the women and children. Yet you have said, I will give them meat so that they may eat for a whole month. Should flocks of herds be slaughtered for them to be sufficient for them? Or should all the fish of the sea be collected for them to be sufficient for them?" The Lord said to Moses, "Is the Lord's hand limited? You shall see now whether my word will come to pass for you or not." So kind of calls into, do you believe me? Like, you followed me all this way. You did what I said. I took you out of servitude and brought you here. And you're doubting? Let's figure it out. Do you believe me or not?" So Moses went out and spoke to the people the words of the Lord as he gathered 70 men from among the elders of the people and stationed them around the tent. Then the Lord came down in the cloud and spoke to him. And he took some of the Spirit who was upon Moses and put him upon 70 elders. When the Spirit rested upon them, they prophesied, praising God and declaring his will, but they did not do it again. But the 2 men had remained in the camp, one named Eldad and the other named Medad. Interesting. The Spirit rested upon them. Now they were among those who had been registered, but had not gone out of the tent. And they prophesied in the camp. So a young man ran and told Moses and said, "Eldad and Medad are prophesying, extolling the praises of God and declaring his will in the camp." Then Joshua, the sons of Nun, the attendant of Moses from his youth, said, "My lord, Moses, stop them." But Moses said to him, "Are you jealous for my sake? Would that all the Lord's people were prophets, and that the Lord would put his Spirit upon them." Then Moses went back to the camp, he and the elders of Israel. Now there went forth a wind from the Lord, and it brought quails from the sea and let them fall. So they flew low beside the camp, about a day's journey on the side and on the other side, all around the camp, about 2 cubits deep on the surface of the ground. So quails from the sea. And 2 cubits is about 3 feet. That's what it says here. So we can establish a cubit is what, 1.5 feet? Let's see. The people spent all day and all night and all the next day and caught and gathered the quail. The one who gathered the least gathered 10 homers. And they spread them out for themselves around the camp to cure by drying. When the meat was still between their teeth, before it was chewed, the anger of the Lord was kindled against the people. And the Lord struck them with very severe plague, so that the place was named the Graves of Greediness. Kibroth, I don't know. Saw the Graves of Greediness. Because they were buried, because there they buried the people who had been greedy for more than the manna that God provided them. From the Graves of Greediness, the people set forth and remained in Hazeroth. That's what happens. It's a good lesson. It's like the Lord, they said, "We're hungry. We want meat. Can't just eat this manna stuff. We want meat." Even though it tastes like bread, gives you everything you need, they wanted meat. And they were whining and crying because they weren't having meat. So guess what? God gave them meat. And then he punished them for being greedy. It was setting up to see if they would fail, and they did. They fell by droves. And to me, this is a never-ending cycle. Never ends. It's about greediness and wanting what you want, which is fine. You can want what you want. It's okay to want what you want. It's completely different if you actually go after it and do these things like in this book. We want meat, we want meat, we want meat. Whining and crying about not having meat, but you have food. You have food. You should be happy that you have food. So he made it to where they had meat. And now they have a plague because they were so greedy. I bet that was a test. It's one of the many tests that God puts forth. He gave them the opportunity to get the meat that they wanted. But when they saw that they were greedy, he was mad. He was upset because they actually went for it. He didn't think they would. This is a great moral to this story. Something to keep in mind. Anyway, thanks for coming to see me today, guys. I appreciate it. Tomorrow we pick up where we left off. We're going to go still in Numbers, and it's going to be verse 12. Have a good day.